Alright, so here's the Zetchili. You used this in the race, on the Koi race yesterday. I kind of did some commentary as I was doing the race on it, but I didn't get to do a whole lot because I was out of breath. But anyway, I'll do a little walk around for you. There's already some good videos out on the Chili, so I'm not going to do too much detail on it. I kind of take my perspective at my weight. Anyway, so we'll look at the back of the boat here. It's got some cool, I love this little graphic, how they did the little graphic right here. It's kind of like diamonds or something like that, or little etched in geographic designs. Cool, nice grab handle right here. Not a huge fan of that necessarily. I wish they would have done just a same kind of grab handle right there. Just kind of go down the boat real quick. And then in the front you got one grab handle here. And I know they're going for lightweight on the boat. It would have been nice to have another one right there just for another handle. But anyway, so as you can tell, the boat is very, very square on the edges right here. Tail comes down just kind of flat, kind of like a ripper in some aspects. The nose here, as you can see, there's not a lot of rocker at all on this boat. And it comes in very sharp and narrow. It's a very narrow boat when you paddle it. Kind of just flip it over here for you. As you can see, pretty flat hull there. Super flat. All the way up the boat and back to the boat. So here's the outfitting, and this is probably my biggest area of dislike on this boat is the outfitting. I wish they would have just done the normal Zet outfitting. I don't know why. I mean, I guess they're going for weight reduction, but the normal Zet outfitting, like on the V-Like, was just awesome. Like probably my favorite outfitting that I've sat in, to be honest with you. The back band's nice, still got the same back band and seat, but these hip pads, oh, come on Zet, you can definitely do better than that on the hip pads. And then these things are just terrible. I hate to say that, but they don't stay. I had to tie knots in them. I mean, it's not too uncomfortable under here, but you don't get a lot of support. You kind of have to force your legs up in there. Like the V-Lock, the normal thigh braces are just insanely good, and these things just are not. Normal kind of foot block in there, that's fine, no big deal. Nice center pillar, same kind of seat track here, which is nice. Actually, looks like I had the seat all the way back for the race, which that didn't help any. Went through a couple big holes and got stern squirted during the race, so I didn't really realize that. Oh well, that was my bad. Anyway, the seat's still the same, adjustable. It's got 3 little areas you can adjust the seat there. But yeah, these things, I wish the Chili would have your normal hip pads and normal thigh braces. It'd be such a better boat just in general if you had that, or at least an option, like a lightweight option and a regular option, which I guess it's more expensive obviously to manufacture, but it is what it is. Just overall impressions of the boat, just paddling kind of once on that Koi. I tried to do some stern squirts at the end, but I didn't really have a whole lot to work with by the time I was done with the race, as far as energy and just rapids when I was done. But yeah, I mean, I think I could stern squirt it fairly easily. It reminds me of a small ripper in a lot of aspects as far as the stern. So I don't think it's impossible. Now, it's not going to be the most playful boat ever. I'm going to assume it's not the best surfing boat just because of how there's not a whole lot of rock or anything, but that's not what it's intended for. Honestly, I think pretty much Jet's come out and said it at this point that it's more of a slalom boat, and I mean, that's kind of what the vibe I get, and that's why I raced it. I figured, yeah, why not try? I did some terrible lines though. I didn't put it down a good time. It was after my tanning race. I was tired, and honestly, it's not the boat's fault. The boat was super fast. Yeah, so just paddling, it's very, very edgy. This is not a beginner boat at all. If a beginner got in this, they would have a terrible time, terrible day. Very edgy. It is super fast through the whitewater. I actually thought it dragged a little bit through the flat water, like the stern would catch a little bit. And part of that, obviously, now I know that the seat is all the way back, so that was a dumb thing. I didn't check on that. But anyway, Yeah, through the whitewater though, it feels super light and nimble and agile, and I loved it through that area. And I think I was actually gaining on Wade, and this guy passed me in a creek boat, and I actually started gaining back on him when I started hitting more whitewater. And then I spun out like an idiot. I was just too tired. But anyway, yeah, the boat itself, like if you want a boat that you want to practice and hone in your edging skills and just kind of zip across the river and stuff like that, this boat would be excellent for that. The weight limit for me paddling this, I would say don't go over 160. I don't think you get the same performance out of it. It is super fast boat. I actually enjoyed it. I thought it was really fun, and I would like to have one. I'm thinking about getting one for myself just to have as kind of a boat to take out, you know, on different runs, like class 3 runs, to zip around the river, kind of hone in my edging skills. And I mean, it is what it is. It's a slalom type fast boat. It's not really made to play in. It's not really made to go creeking in or anything like that. You know, you could take it in big water. I think you're gonna get back-endered, and like I said, it's pretty edgy. It's not stable for big water, but you know, it's a good boat overall for what it's intended for. You got the extra cash, you want kind of a boat, like I said, to get your edging skills and zip around the river. It's a great boat. So that's pretty much all I have on the Chili. I didn't get to paddle a little more, but just kind of ran out of time. I wanted to get in the V-lock too. So anyway, there's the Zetchili. I appreciate Zet for letting me demo both boats here at the Asheville location. Super friendly guy. Oh, just to mention, same plastic and everything, bomber plastic. So I kind of already went over the outfitting in the previous Chili that I demoed from Zet, but I did go ahead and buy a used Chili from my buddy Dallas Curry, so I appreciate it, man. Did a lot of good outfitting on this boat, so I just want to show you kind of what he did. He put the Jackson Bees knees in, which if you haven't seen them, they're pretty cool. They kind of go in here, have a lot of padding, and they have this piece right here that velcros in and out, and you can adjust and see how far it comes out. Now unfortunately Chili doesn't come out a whole lot, and this is basically the most you can kind of bring this out without it just flopping anyway. So it gives you a little extra support there, but it's definitely a lot better than the original foam or whatever they have in this boat. So that's a huge improvement. So if you did want a Chili, this is an additional improvement you can make to kind of lock your thighs in a little tighter and have more comfort as well. And then also he replaced whatever that crap hip pad they put in here. I put these Jackson hip pads in, or Dallas did for me when I bought the boat, and I have a couple shims on each side, so that works really well also. And then again, the worst thing right here is the back band, just because of these ropes. These cleats don't hold, so you have to tie a knot basically. And this is literally as tight as I could pretty much do it because the rope is so thick. So I wish I could have a little bit more back band up this way just to get super snug in there. I'm fairly tight. It's good enough, but I'd rather have a little more. That's really the worst thing about this boat, is just this area. If they would have just stuck with the normal thigh braces, this would have been such a better boat. The outfitting just kills it. IR does sell a self-ratcheting back band in the back here, so I'm going to purchase that for this boat. But I just want to give you a look. So me at 5'9", I got it on the 4th hole there for the foot block with Astral shoes on. And yeah, that's about it on the outfitting. I got this super tight. You do have to tie a knot back here, or these will slip as well. Another kind of negative with the outfitting. But I like how it doesn't have really holes in the boat. No drain plug, so that's kind of nice. Yeah, and I did that on water review, so watch that if you want to know more about how it paddles and everything like that. But I just wanted to give you an update on kind of the outfitting that I have in this particular boat, if you were interested in upgrading or doing something similar to this. So I'll catch y'all later.